thank you so much for joining me for this quick energetic refuel. This is a great practice to use anytime when you're feeling a little bit energetically groggy and slow and you still got more to do and you need to burst into that energy. So you can use this practice midday or at work. You still have half the day of work left. It's your lunch break. It's a great practice to use at that sort of time. Or maybe when you get home from work, you've still got to make dinner for the kids, you've got a project to work on. You can even use this practice in the morning when you wake up if you're just feeling a little slow that day and you need a burst of energy to get you going. So this is a great practice to use just whenever you need an energetic pick-me-up. So thank you for joining. We're actually going to begin this practice standing and then we'll move to seated. So you can go ahead and stand up wherever you are, and we're going to just begin by releasing the energy that we're currently in. We're going to let go. So you might even begin just by this. Just doing a little shake. Yeah, let's start with shaking. Shake it out, shake your arms, shake your legs, shake your middle, shake your head, with the intention that as you shake, you're letting go of the lethargy, you're letting go of the stagnation of any energy which isn't serving you. And we're going to start now with this little practice that I love, in which you kind of gather energy up, and then you release it out. Make any sort of sounds with your voice. I find that using the voice and intoning really helps me to release. You might even imagine that you're pulling out of your back here. We store a lot of energy right here. So you can imagine as you breathe back, you're pulling it out, and as you release, you're letting that go. Do that as many times as you feel you need to, and then just go into that shake a little bit more. Feel yourself sort of grounding as you shake. Instead of doing like a side to side or a front and back shake, now we're just shaking down. And as we do so, feeling ourselves connected more deeply, rooted more deeply with the earth. And when you feel satisfied with that part of the practice, you can go ahead and have a seat. And we are going to come now into a place of more stillness to refuel our energy bodies. So we're going to begin, like I like to begin a lot of practices, just by breathing energy in through the crown. So you can close your eyes from your seated place and imagine a stream of violet light coming down from above you. This light is warm and soothing, and it enters the crown of your head and begins to spread forward and around the back of your head, back up to the front of your head, over your forehead and your third eye, down through your ears, your cheeks, your nose, your mouth, your jaw, down into the throat, the neck, the shoulders. Violet light streaming down into the arms, the forearms, the hands. Moving into the chest and the heart space, the upper back, down into the ribs, the torso, the solar plexus, the belly, the low back, the sacrum, into the hips and the pelvis and the roots, moving down through the legs, into the knees, the calves, the ankles, the feet, and down through the feet. Allow this energy to move into the earth. We're already connected with her, so just allow that energy to stream down through you, through the earth, into the core of the earth, this place latent with energy. And we thank you, Mother Earth, for sending energy back up to us now. So imagine Now this orange, vibrant energy, we soothe ourselves with violet. Now we're going to refuel ourselves with orange sunlight coming from the core of the earth, that molten core moving upwards through the earth. The orange light moves to the bottom of our feet, up into our ankles, into our calves, our shins, into our knees, into our thighs, our hips. And centering this energy now in the root, we're going to do a practice called chakra breathing. I really, really like this practice because I feel like it enlivens my body so much. And what we're going to do is we come to each chakra, we're going to imagine that we can breathe in and out. So it's a little bit different what we're going to do with the root than with the rest of them. So breathing in, imagine that you can breathe in through your roots and feel this orange energy just building up there. And breathing out, imagine that you're breathing out the root. Breathing in to the root. Breathing out. Feeling the root become enlivened. Feeling it become open. Feeling it become clear. Imagine that the breath is this tool. You don't even have to imagine, the breath is this tool for cleansing. So feeling that energy enter your root and just move things around, wake things up. And then feeling as you breathe out of the root, anything released that doesn't serve here. In and out. In and out. I love it because I can actually just feel my root waking up. I can feel things start to dance around in there. I can feel a little pleasure start to happen. It's great to just get into the body and into the energy body and just feel what's present for you without judgment, without a sense of needing it to be gone necessarily. Just an acknowledgement is such a wake up. Breathing this light up to the sacrum. What we're going to do with the rest of our chakras here is we're going to breathe in through the front of the sacral chakra, and then we're going to breathe out the back of it. Then we're going to breathe in through the back of it and out through the front. In through the front, out through the back. In through the back, out through the front. Continuing to breathe in this way, feeling the sacral chakra becoming enlivened and awake. Feeling the energy moving there, that beautiful orange light glowing through this center, your center of life force. Really allowing this center to be opened, really allowing this energy to flow. Then breathing up through the center of the sacral chakra into the solar plexus. We'll do the same thing, breathing in through the front and out through the back. In through the back and out through the front. In through the front, out through the back. Allowing each breath to open this center, like waves passing through you, allowing yourself to be cleared of energies which no longer serve, allowing yourself to become aware of how you're feeling at each center of your body. Do some of your chakras wake up more easily than the others? Do some already feel enlivened? With some, does it feel like no matter how much you breathe, they're not waking up? That's a great indicator that you have a nice blockage there. And it'd be a center for you to work with more deeply. Just taking a couple more breaths into the solar plexus, feeling you waking up to your power with your breath. And then breathing up through the center of the solar plexus into the heart. Breathing in through the front of the heart and out through the back of the heart space. In through the back of the heart and out through the front. In and out. In and out. Allowing these waves of energy to move through you, front to back, back to front, washing through the heart, waking up the heart, allowing yourself to become enlivened with light, and then breathing this energy up through the heart into the throat, breathing in through the front of the throat chakra and out the back, in through the back of the throat and out the front. Your energy may still appear orange to you, or the color may begin to shift as you move up through the chakras, just allowing whatever visualization accompanies your breathing to remain as is. You're seeing exactly what you need in this now moment. Breathing in and out through the throat chakra, waking up your voice, waking up your ability to communicate clearly, concisely, and with love. And then pulling the energy up through the throat into the third eye, breathing in through the front of the third eye, to the center of the brain, and then out through the back of the head, in through the back, out through the front, waking up the third eye, waking up your intuitive insight, waking up your connection. At this point, my body is starting to feel very enlivened. I hope that yours is too, as you continue to breathe in and out through the front and back of the third eye. I feel this warmth just caressing my body. Then breathing up through the third eye into the crown. Breathing out through the top of the crown. In through the crown. Out through the top. Back in. Awakening your connection with all that is. Your connection with the God force, with the divine. And with each out breath through the crown, feel this energy begin to expand further. And pulling it back in. Expanding it further on the out breath. And it begins to arch over you as you breathe out. Breathing back in. Seeing the out breath like a waterfall, outpouring light that begins to surround your entire body. And just take a moment soaking in this light. Imagine that every single cell in your body is now infused with orange, yellow, bright, vibrant, energetic light. Every single cell, feel your body tingling from head to toe, and see yourself illumined with light. If you take time each day to visualize yourself illuminated with light, you'll begin to experience more light. Soaking every little part of your body in light is a practice in unconditional love for yourself. You are a light. The divine spark does live within you. So when you grow the light, when you presence the light, when you become aware of the light, it expands. And your light begins to bless you, and your light begins to bless those around you. Just feel yourself soaking in this light. Feel yourself soaking in this warmth. You might feel called to bring your hands to the heart center as you soak in the vibration of light. We're almost to the end of our practice here. We're just going to do one last thing together. We're going to do the ego eradicator, which is a Kundalini yoga practice. I've heard it compared to coffee. It's like you don't need coffee in the morning if you do the ego eradicator in the morning. You work up to doing it for 3 minutes. It is actually kind of difficult to sustain for 3 minutes, so we're not going to probably do that long today. We're just going to go as long as feels right for us. But what you're going to do for this practice, you use the breath of fire. So if you haven't ever done the breath of fire, it's a fast and powerful breath. And what you're doing is you breathe out forcefully, like through your nose, and as you breathe out, you pull in your belly. And then the in-breath happens naturally. You expand back out. So as you breathe in, as you breathe out rather, your belly pulls in, And as you breathe out, as you breathe back in, your belly expands. So that's how we're going to breathe. And then what we're going to do with our hands is we're going to put them up at about 60-degree angles. And you can't see my thumbs, but I have my thumbs like this, and it's like I'm plugging my thumbs into the sky. So I'm sitting up straight, and as I'm ready, holding my arms up, I'm going to begin the breath of fire. So breathing out forcefully, pulling the belly in, and letting the in-breath happen naturally. And close your eyes to do this. If your arms start to collapse, just pulling them back up straight, continuing to breathe at a pace that's comfortable. It is a rather quick breath. We're going to go for 20 more seconds. And then I want you to breathe in deeply. Bring the palms together above the head. And on the out breath, allow them to fall gently into your lap. Just take a few moments to breathe at a normal pace, deeply into the belly, deeply out. 2 more times like that. Now just taking the arms up and around as you breathe in, pulling energy into the heart space. I thank you for joining me for this practice. I hope that you are feeling re-energized, revitalized, and ready to head back into your life with a bit more spring in your step. Have a blessed rest of your day. Thank you again so much for joining me. Sending you lots of love and light. Namaste.